So I've done something and I think you guys will really like it. So for context here, I'm not exactly too confident in making full long form videos that involve constant animation and art and that kind of stuff. So I went on to the internet and looked up PNG tubing since I thought it would be kind of cool, and I found a website that I could use, and in fact I did. So I made this. This is Galaxy. This is her fox form because I've given her lore. So pretty much she is the guardian of reality. I've got some more lore that I'll share later that is not fully cohesive. Like I'm gonna work on it. It's not that good, but like it gives some context to what I'm thinking with this design. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to do for long form videos. This is my alias. This is how I'm going to be represented. And she responds to how I talk. To be fair though, in like short form videos or like little things with my OC that when they're like really small drawings, I'm going to be using my simple version, which is Galaxy, the one you saw in my introductory video. That's gonna stay. That's gonna stay. Nothing's gonna change. But this is what's gonna represent me in long form videos. Okay, so so the like thing I used to make this was VeadeoTube, because I found it on this one video from Beowulf and Friends, and I'll link that down in the description. But like it's really cool. It's really fun to use. So pretty much what I did was I drew my character in Procreate. I did all of this, and after that I like took 4 different frames, one with her eyes open and mouth closed, one with eyes open, mouth closed, and then did the same but with her eyes open and mouth open and closed, like so on and so forth. And I emailed them to my laptop because I was working on my iPad, and I downloaded them and put them into the app. Pretty much, it gives you instructions, but pretty much how it works is that you put the images of your character into the different slots, and then once you're done, you get this. You get this. So when you talk, its mouth opens, and when you don't talk, its mouth closes. See? Yeah. It's cute. And then there's like a blinking animation, so it's all smooth. And then after that, I decided, because I was watching videos to try and figure this out, I'll link those in the description too, because they were actually really useful. I decided to give it toggles. So like different emotions. So the toggles are cute. The toggles are cute. I worked hard on them actually. So there are 4 different toggles aside from default. So this, I'm just going into it now, but we've got my default, which is this one. And then if you hold 2, so we've got them connected to hotkeys. So if we hold 2 on my keyboard, she cries. Oh, I love the crying. The crying one's my favorite because like her tears are just juicy, I guess. I think I did really well with the tears in my opinion. And when you let go, it goes back to default. If you hold down 3 on my keyboard, you get her angry. When you hold down 4, you get the excited version. And when you hold down 5, you get nervous, I guess. I was trying to go for nervous. I hope you get the feeling that she's nervous. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, this expression goes with how I'm talking right now. Like, it's nervous, I guess. I don't know. And then once you unpress the key, it goes back to default. It's really cute. And what I did with each of them, because like on the screen now, yours, I'm an idiot, but like you can see the everything going on here, except my mouse. This is the closed mouth image, open mouth, eyes closed, eyes open, so on and so forth. Like these are the instructions, and then state properties. So I can name her, I can change the blink interval and blink duration. I just kept it default because I think it looks good. We've got the state effects, which makes me giggle. So we've got 2 state effects for me because I thought they just made sense. The first one is wave move. So I toggled it to breathing, and I made it active during closed mouth. Yeah, when I'm not talking. This is hard to figure out. And I just get all of these default. And then my other one is jump, and I had it active when I am talking. So, and I kept everything default. I kept the preset default, but pretty much what it does is, like, when I'm not talking, you have like the slow bounce of breathing, like if you can see here. Like I'm slowly going up and down. And when I am talking, I'm jumping, like I'm bouncing up and down, which I find really cute and like more interactive. We've got everything set up to hotkeys. So default is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can delete it if you want. I've got the program settings. We've got the display settings. I've got her at ×1 because like when she's too small, she's too small for OBS, and like she gets all pixely on the sides. Like, well, at least when I was trying to figure it out. But I think ×1 is better because you can see her bigger and better. I just used green for the green screen. Didn't change anything here. Nothing there. Microphone settings. I didn't do anything. And here we've got the microphone volume and the delay duration. So pretty much you can move this to see how much she talks depending on how loud you are. I just keep it, depending on what room I'm in, I keep it here or here. I forgot where I had it last time. Anyway, it works either way. Like, it just depends on how loud you are. And then you can save. That's pretty much how I used and how I explained VeadeoTube. I think it's a really cute little thing though. It's just, it's a perfect way to start this little adventure because everything else I could find was really hard and you had to like put everything in layers and it didn't make sense. Like, it would be cool if you had everything in layers and you can move everything one by one in different like apps and stuff, but this is just the most simple and the most interactive in my opinion. I think it's really cool. So yeah, I use VeadeoTube in this to make it. Oh my god, I think it's adorable. I love her. So, earlier I said there was lore for this like character design and the character itself, and there is. I don't know. It's just not cohesive. I can't. It doesn't make sense really. But I was taking inspiration from VTubers and stuff, and I was just thinking, because Iron Mouse, she's like an angel that fell from the heavens to become Satan because I think she questioned God or some higher angel in the hierarchy. I forgot the rest of them. I got nothing. But but pretty much what I did for Galaxy here is I've got like this small lore, which doesn't make sense, I find is really bad, but it gives some character to her apart from being my alias and just me in general. So this is what I've got. This is what I've got so far. She's the guardian of reality, as I said at the start of the video. She pretty much commands all of space and time, people's destinies, how like time works, and just everything in the world. And with that, she's lonely. She's up in like the break of reality where it's like in between everything. Like there's different realities. You got Earth, you got the other ones. Honestly, like she could probably got like different animes and like show universes too, but I'm not going into that. But pretty much at one point, something was wrong with the timeline. Something was wrong with one person's like life. This part is where I feel like I should change it, honestly. Oh god. But pretty much, the one person who had made the timeline change in like a heavy way was this child, because she was sick on her deathbed and dying. because from what I could figure out in the moment was her mum was evil and she made her daughter sick for money. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna change that. But like, aside from all of that, what happened was that Galaxy ended up finding a way to go down to Earth, and since this kid was obsessed and just loved watching YouTube and seeing all of these creative characters, PNG tubers, VTubers, so on and so forth, Galaxy went down, managed to manipulate like reality as a whole to get onto this child's screen and heal her through the screen, technically through the screen, but like she controls everything. Yeah, and then the child gets better, and then the mum gets arrested, yada yada. Dad gets custody of the child's better, life, woohoo, timeline's restored. But Galaxy ends up staying in the human realm, staying on Earth and continuing this little YouTube career as like a full-time thing because she doesn't feel as lonely anymore. She's got people who love her. She's got people who she can mess around with and like play with, or just feeling validated for the work she's doing. But like the sad thing is, since she's not up in the like break of reality, she isn't like keeping watch 24/7. So she ends up creating her little like sidekick per se, I don't know, to guard the break of reality while she's doing this, because she's not just having fun for herself and being entertaining for everybody else. She's actually keeping time and reality, like staying on the right course for via the way she's going, because she can get to masses across the world. That's how the internets work. But she needs somebody else to guard the break of reality, to do certain things that she can't do on Earth while she's like distracted or has more priorities at this point in time. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the lore, I guess. I like the first and the second bit. The middle bit, terrible. I think I need something to change in there of the reason she came down to Earth to be on the internets. Honestly, if you guys have any ideas, write it in the comments, because like that would be wonderful. Oh my gosh, because I'm blanking so hard right now. And also, if you guys have any ideas of what the sidekick could be, because sidekick in quotation marks, because I want to have a little character design. I want a little guy who's going to be there. He's like an extra character if I want to do animation memes or like some sort of drawing that involves two characters with my character. And like, so there's a reason that Galaxy is a fox as well, because in my opinion, like for me, the real life me, I view myself as chaotic, sneaky, cheeky, fun and stuff like that, and I see foxes like that as well. So I think if I was ever an animal, I would be a fox. But the other reason why Galaxy has a fox form is because like the fox is part of her true form as well. I just need to draw one. Is that foxes, like in certain myths and legends from different cultures, I think mainly Asian ones, foxes mean transformation. And Galaxy here, she transforms into something else and then finds like her true self in like finding this job and just having fun with being entertaining and doing her passions. Like she's transformed from the guardian of reality, somebody who controls all time and space and how things work, to just being a nice random person feeling great for what she's doing. I think that's true. And for me, I think the transformation meaning in the fox also matches me as a whole, because I don't know, I've just felt like I've transformed recently. I've found my passion, and with that passion I can make this, and I've just felt happier. Yeah, so there's a reason for that. But why I'm on this tangent is because the little sidekick, I want him to have an animal as well. I'm thinking like not thinking. I don't know. I've been obsessed with certain like VTuber models that have like the little like sheep ears, like either goats or sheeps, because I just find it cute. And I just thought maybe we could do that because that would be adorable. But either way, that's just my idea. I want to leave it up to you guys because like maybe you're a bit more creative than me when it comes to thinking because I've got no brain cells right now. I want to hear your ideas because like I feel like making a sidekick and having that like be a collaborative thing would be wonderful for not just me, but like the community I'm going to be making throughout like God knows how long. If this YouTube thing actually sticks, then woo, that's gonna be great. This will be like the first collaborative thing going on, I'd say. Any ideas, put them in the comments and I'll see what I like and I'll maybe at some point make a little dude out of them. So thanks for stopping by, seeing this beautiful creation I've made that I'm very proud of. Oh, took me 10 hours to make this, by the way. And then on top of that, maybe an hour or so more with the expressions. Anyway, before I go, I want to say, I would like, if you have any questions about me, like, what culture I'm from, and what's my favorite show, what's my favorite I feel like my favorite color is very obvious, but so on and so forth, like that kind of stuff, just comment it in the comment section. I will see if I can try and make a video about it. Like, I don't know. I've seen people like Q&As. I feel like that would be cool. But yeah, I'm just really happy with this. Right now from recording, I've only got 3 videos up. One's the intermission time from the Amazing Digital Circus with Kesha remix over the top. I forgot which Kesha song, but like that's done pretty well. My introduction video I feel very proud of, and that's gotten a lot of views. And my biggest one at the moment, mainly the short version of it, is my static fan art, I guess remix, or not remix, mashup, I guess. That has gotten, from the time I've been, from right now I'm recording, that's gotten so many like views, and I'm really happy. Like over 1,000. That like hit me like a truck, mate. I'm really proud. And I'm just hoping that I can share my art more and you guys will really like it because I'm really proud. And like I could probably make, if this continues and if this works out, like I could make this my future. Because I personally, like for me, I don't think I'd be good for like those mundane office jobs or something. I feel like I'd be better working in the creative field, like character designer, just designer in general, or animator if I get better, because I hope I do. But yeah, I'm really happy and I want to thank everybody. And at the moment I've got 8 subscribers. I'm really happy about that. So yeah, thank you. If you have any questions, as I've said, shove them in the comments. Let me read them. I'm excited. And I'll post more, not more, like I'm probably not gonna have like an actual timing, I guess. I'm just gonna say like I'll post when I have something finished or when I have something that I want to put up, because I know that from right now everything's been put up like in weeks, kind of, not really, but I'm not gonna have a schedule. I'm very all over the place when it comes to time management. So yeah, when I finish something and it comes out, you'll see it. Yay! But yeah, thank you. If you want, drop a like and subscribe. I would be really happy with that. I'm Galaxy, your partner in crime, and I'll see you next time.